Alright guys, so here we are with starsoldier1's request on my thoughts and feelings about the legendary X for the TurboGrafx. The legendary X. And this is a legendary game for this system. I just recently got the second one, and you know what? We're not going to talk at all about the second one, as much as everybody likes to talk about that game. But so this is Legendary X, and look at it. Let's do that convenient start, select, reset on the TurboGrafx, and let's relook at that intro screen. Look at that. Oh, that's awesome. Like, what is that enemy? I don't even know what that is. You know, like, when will I see that in the game? I don't know. This, and you see, it's made by Victor Musical Industries Incorporated. They made a lot of cool games. They were associated with a lot of TurboGrafx games. All right, so let's start this game up. The Legendary X from NEC. Now, you start right away by seeing, you know, just luscious backgrounds. It really brings to life the forest that you're in. You see little creative things, like a little rock there at the beginning. Like, you know, there's another rock, but it's not the same rock. It's different artwork. So as you can see, there's different artwork throughout this game. You know, you start off here with some wood down there. Why is it like that? Why is the beginning like that and the rest turn to that? I don't know. But that's just one of the mysteries and beauties behind this game, is that there's just little shit around that you could think about. Like, here comes an ogre. I'll bash him with my axe. My axe is not so legendary right now. And you're not going to get your axe to become legendary by killing little things like bats. It just doesn't work that way. You can kill them all day long. It's just going to increase your score. Even ogres, they won't increase your axe legendarily. Alright, and there's a little, sometimes you gotta be creative here with your fighting enemies. Like, this guy's gonna throw webs at me, so I gotta back up and jump over the webs, chop off all his legs before he gets me. This is a good game for the turbo pad. If you put it on turbo, you can hack up pretty fast. Like, on that same note though, sometimes you're going to only be able to, as you saw there, you're only going to be able to deliver precise blows to your enemies. So, there's a lot of skill involved in the game. There's different limits to what you can do, and how you use those different limits. You know, that makes up for how fun you have in the game and how far you get if you can push your limits to the max. Like, if I can hit that enemy just at the right jump at this angle, you know, you're going to be able to defeat your foes easier. Now you can see I gained some power-ups down there. I got a little, my axe is now powering up. Not to mention I'm kind of flashing a little bit, so that means I got more power. Now, so don't fear if you fall sometimes, especially in the first level, because you might find something you need. This game, it was early on in TurboGrafx life. It was a game that, besides this game being Legendary Axe, it was a game that NEC needed to release to really show off the TurboGrafx and what the TurboGrafx can do. The people who made this game obviously were paid well and knew what their goal was and what they had to do in order to, like, ensure the success of the future of NEC. Which we all know what happened with that and how America responded to TurboGrafx. But at least you can tell, like, just with the artwork and the style that this game and the quality that this game's been made from, that you know, they tried to do it right. They tried to. People had aspirations and goals in the NEC market back then, and this game is a good example of that. Really cool. You know, all the little enemies, all the little sprites are cool, and not to mention you're playing for a high score also. So let's try the second zone. Flare is waiting for me. So you can play this game for many reasons. To explore it. Once you master the game, having explored it enough, you could play it for a high score. and it gets pretty challenging near the end of the game. You gotta make a lot of jumping going on and stuff. See the stuff hidden behind these things. Like, I'm increasing my axe limit. That bar at the end of the screen, the faster I swing, I do like little, not so powerful attacks. But if I let my bar go all the way to the end and swing right there, I'm gonna get like a full attack. Oh, there's a lot of annoying enemies starting in this level with those scorpions. But the game progresses at an excellent rate. The difficulty level progresses at a really good rate. I mean, if you totally suck at the game, then you can probably at least beat the first level, and then you can at least have fun trying to get a high score on the first level if you can't ever get past this part. So I'm sure there's people out there who can't get past this part. And it's not even that hard. And I'm just playing really sloppy right now. But yeah, you know, I've had a lot of fun with this game, and I think anybody who owns a TurboGrafx should definitely have the Legendary Axe. It's just a staple game that should be in your collection. And it's a shame that, you know, a lot of people think of Keith Courage and how bad of a game it is. I'm not going to make it. A lot of people think of Keith Courage and how bad of a game it is, and that in its own right isn't that bad of a game, but, you know, this game was also one of the games that was released, and you really don't ever hear anybody talking bad about this game. And I'm not timing my jumps right at all. And if you die enough like I just did, you'll get a game over. And you can continue. Now, the cool thing is you do have unlimited continues, which is good, because when you get near the end of this game, you're probably going to need them if you're still, you know, learning the ropes. Because it is tough. So, alright, well, overall, you know, this is a good game, and if you own TurboGrafx, you should definitely have this game. And, you know, thank you, Star Soldier, for asking for the review. So those are my thoughts on the Legendary Axe for the PC Engine. See you guys.